Hey there guys, how's it going, and welcome to this episode of the Sunday Shred. The plan was that today I was going to upload an Alto del Churrillo, the next sort of ascent up to Camp 2, but it's just a really hot day here today. I didn't get out early enough, and plus I'm actually really still feeling it. It's now Saturday and I'm really feeling it still from my day at the bike park, which was Wednesday. It's my legs and my arms that I'm suffering with the most, so yeah, I'm going to put that ride off till tomorrow, do the ascent on the tomorrow, which is the Sunday for me, and then I can upload that at the beginning of next week. So in this episode, we're just going to have a bit of a chat. I'm going to let you know about some places that you can find me outside of YouTube, and basically, yeah, I just want to, because I'm pretty crap at doing the kind of, here's the link to my website, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and all that kind of jazz in my videos, because the recommendations are that you do that during the video, in the middle, at the end, and I kind of do the end screen, but I'm not very good at remembering to do it during the video to get you guys to interact with me on all the different platforms that I've got, like Facebook and Instagram and the website and stuff. So I'll talk about that a little bit today. Yeah, so basically, as I've said to you before, I'm a pro level sponsor for BKXC. One, because I really love his content, and I'm really happy to be a pro level sponsor while I can afford it. And two, part of the arrangement was that I could have a phone call with him every month, as is the case with anyone that sponsors him on the pro level through Patreon. You can have a phone call with him, but I made it clear to him from the start that I wanted to use that phone call as kind of like a coaching session for me, so as he could help kind of give me some tips and stuff on how he's kind of achieved what he has with his YouTube channel. And one of the things that he's mentioned a few times now and given me a book recommendation on is networking, and I totally understand that. I totally understand that to help my channel grow, and maybe it's even something that you want to see me doing. It's a good idea for me to start collaborating with other YouTubers and sort of things like that, which does make a lot of sense, But the truth of the matter is, unless those meetups, unless I see someone that I really connect with through watching their YouTube channel, so like Brian Kennedy himself, like the Single Track Sampler, if those guys were ever in the area, I'd absolutely love to go for a ride with them, but for no other reason than because I'd absolutely love to go for a ride with them. I'd film because it would be great for the channel, but I don't want to go out and just search for people that have got the same amount of subscribers as me or more, for the purpose of riding with them, so as I can get footage and basically do a collab on YouTube. That has no interest for me. I'd much rather interact, and one of the big parts of what I'm trying to achieve with the channel is that I'd much rather interact with you guys, and I'd much rather ride with you guys, which is exactly why I do these kinds of videos. I know that they're not as exciting as the mountain biking videos, and I'd rather carry on doing, like this week is a good example. It's been 3 videos that have been me riding, and then the one talking video. That's great, and that's the kind of balance that I want. But I still want to do these talking videos because I want you guys to kind of feel, start to feel like you really know me, and then start interacting with me. There's a few guys that interact with me on almost all my platforms now, one of them being the Wandering Pop, Christopher Caffer, lovely guy, and I'm really enjoying the back and forth that him and I are having, and it's part of what the internet kind of gives you, is that I feel like I'm really getting to know someone, even though I've never met them. I get to see him in videos, I get to see his family life on Facebook and Instagram, and that's kind of exactly what I want you guys to do with me, and what people are already doing, through all of my different social media accounts. So actually, before I get into what I'm going to do, is I'm going to let you know where you can find me. I'm having trouble putting links on YouTube to my website, because Google makes you link it as like a genuine whatever, like a website that you own, before you can actually share the link. So you can't just share the link to any website you want. And I'm having trouble getting that to work at the minute, because I have my previous website linked up before, and it's just not working at the moment. So I struggle to embed links into the videos, but we'll get into that in a minute. I'll flash up a screen of my computer and show you my website and where you can find me in all my different social media and groups that I'm involved with. But before we do that, I just want to share a story with you, and part of the interaction of back and forth, I'd like for you in the comments below, or on my Facebook, or via email, probably best on one of the social media platforms, to share with me a story of yours in a similar thing. So like the funniest mountain bike story that you've got. So I've got a lot actually. I've got some shit. I ride a lot alone, and when you're alone, some really crazy, funny stuff happens to you, and I've got like quite a few stories. But the funniest one was in 2008 when I was living in Wales and riding in Wales. The trails in the UK, for anyone that doesn't live in the UK, it might be the same in the States and places, but a lot of the bridleways and public footpaths that you find yourself riding on in the UK, they can take you straight into the main kind of part of a farmyard, so where the farmhouse is, where all the machinery is kept. You can basically end out cycling straight through the middle of one of those, but it's still a public footpath, which always feels a bit awkward to me, and always means that there's fucking dogs and stuff around, and cattle and stuff to avoid. And this one time I was doing a really good downhill descent in Brecon Beacon National Park. I came through this farmyard, and just as I was coming out, there was this like a little dirt track that came down beside me, and this collie, this really feral looking collie that was obviously the farm's collie, and obviously very protective about his patch. Did you just hear that beetle? These fucking beetles are so loud. Anyway, and yeah, he came up beside me, and like you often get with dogs, he started going for my legs and stuff like that. But he was that level of collie where I had already sort of been hesitant, slowed down too much, and I didn't want to. I'm a bit of a dog lover, so I didn't just want to start hoofing it. That's kind of an absolute last resort for me. So I didn't want to stick the boot in just yet. So like I always do when I get across a bad dog like this, I got off the bike, put the bike in between me and my dog, and just started shuffling my way past. Normally that's all right. Normally you get past the kind of threshold of where the animal is trying to protect, and it'll just leave you alone. But this particular collie just was an absolute psychopath. We've got a collie called Charlie, and he can be a bit of a head case as well. But this collie just would not let it go. He followed me all the way down this dirt track, and the dirt track carried on for like half a mile before it got to the main junction of the road, because it was kind of the end of the descent. And so I kind of made a decision in my head that I was kind of get my bike facing down. I had manipulated the collie so he was side by side with me on the track, and I decided that what I would do is out of nowhere I would just push the bike, jump on it, and pedal like fuck and just get away from it. Great plan. And I had to do something other than get into a scrap with this collie, so that's what I went for. So I built up to it, like started pushing the bike, and then managed to pull off one of those amazing jumps where you land on the bike with both pedals. And unfortunately, at the time I was running a 3x chain set, and I was in the absolute hardest gear. So I jumped on the bike, tried to pedal, fuck all happened. I stayed completely still, and just basically got savaged by this collie. But it was just in the moment, it was just like the funniest thing ever. Like actually afterwards, thinking back to it, because I just didn't think it through. Just jumped on the bike in the hardest gear, couldn't go anywhere, and just got like attacked. But yeah, that's kind of one of my funniest stories from mountain biking. It'd be great to hear yours in the comments below, so make sure you share those. Yeah, and I'll get into some places where you can find me now. So obviously I'm not going to go into YouTube, because you know where I am on YouTube. You're already here, you're already watching me, so I'm not going to go into that. The absolute perfect place for you to come and visit me, like for me, is my website, because in order for me to create a community, it'd be great to have people actually come into a platform that's my own, that I have complete control over. So commenting on my blogs and just interacting with me there, contact pages. I'll try and actually set up like a chat forum where we can set up different topics, actually, because that's a much more interactive way for a website, other than just like a place that you visit for contact details and stuff, and as a link to all the other stuff. But yeah, the website's a really great place. I'll stick up a screen there now. This is like the home page. I've got tabs at the top for what's coming up on the channel. I've got tabs there for getting in contact with me. That button on the right hand side that says come for a ride, that's the button which basically brings up a contact me page, and that's where I'd sort of appreciate any contact. If you're in the area and you want to go for a ride, that's great. Yeah, as you can see, I kind of keep it up to date. I've got the website through Squarespace, which is a really great platform. So yeah, www.reluctantrider.com, that's the first place that you can find me. And then the place that I'm kind of equal between Instagram and Facebook. I'm very active on them both, but I don't find that my sort of Reluctant Rider page on Facebook does very well, really. You don't seem to get a lot of visitors, you don't get a lot of through traffic. So I'm more active on Facebook in other groups. So on the Facebook one, like I say, I've got Reluctant Rider, so it's /Reluctant Rider, just like a Facebook page. All of my Instagram posts go on there. Yeah, I do the odd post every now and then. I post up my videos that are coming up, so it's active every single day. There's always sort of 2, 3, 4 posts every single day, pretty much. And yeah, like I just don't really seem to get a lot of action on there. I've got like 50 followers or something like that. So yeah, it'd be good to get some more traffic on there. So that's one of the places you can find me. I've recently just started a group on Facebook that's actually got like 15 or 16 followers now, or members of the group. It's like a closed group, which is the mountain bike creators page. So if you search it on Facebook, I'll bring that up on the screen now, this page. Yeah, this is a place that I just started to kind of give advice and get advice from people on all the various aspects of running a YouTube channel, like the editing, the recording, the GoPro settings, absolutely everything that you can think of. And it's actually been a really great little interactive place to come and sort of chat with people and just interact with, like a bunch of mountain bikers. So I'm really enjoying that one at the minute. The other place I spend a lot of time isn't my own page, but it's Huck Buddies. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already on there. It's kind of like a fan group for the likes of BKXC, Seth's Bike Hacks and Alex from the Single Track Sampler. But it's just worked out to be like a really great little mountain bike community. They've already got like 500 followers and members of the group, and it's just a brilliant place. So I hang out in there quite a lot. My Instagram account is one that I really enjoy doing. I'm really, really into using, like, going through after I've done an edit and I've got my mountain bike video all uploaded and ready to go. Afterwards, I go back through the video footage and I try and find the best stills from the footage, and then I take like snapshots of those stills from the video footage, put them over into Photoshop, and I do some editing in Photoshop in them. And that's kind of, I really enjoy that kind of mountain bike photography stuff. So that's what predominantly gets uploaded onto my Instagram page. But I'm just gonna start getting into these Instagram stories. They seem like a really great thing. I've just done one before this just to say that I'm doing a video. So yeah, my Instagram account is another very active place that I hang out. So I'll stick that up on the screen. That's Reluctant Rider again. I think that's Reluctant_Rider on my Instagram, but it's easy enough to find. All of these places to find me are in the links. If you look in the description to all my videos, it's got a bit of a description of the video. My upload schedule, some of the equipment that I use with affiliate links in case you ever want to buy it through my channel, so as I get a cut of that. And then further down it's got all of the places where I socialise, so it's everything like Facebook, Instagram, and then Strava as well. Strava is another one where I spend a bit, I'm quite interactive on there. My followers are going up and up and up. I like I have a look at everyone's activities, see if it's somewhere that I can ride or would want to ride, see how they got on, hit that like button on there. I really like Strava. It's another great little platform. So yeah, have a look on there as well. I am on Google Plus and Twitter, but those two I haven't really put much attention into. Twitter isn't something that I really enjoy, if I'm honest. I don't really enjoy the kind of just scrolling down through your feed like I do with Instagram and just seeing photos. Instagram's the best one, I think, because it's just very visual. I enjoy looking at really cool photos and short video clips. And then Facebook's good as well, but yeah, not so much Twitter and Google Plus. I am on there, but I don't really use it. So if you wanted to hit me up for anything, those ones that I mentioned before are definitely the best. So yeah, that's about it really, guys. I just wanted to do a video because I don't do much of that kind of, oh yeah, check me out on Instagram, oh don't forget to hit the subscribe button during my videos. I don't do a lot of that, and it's a bit of I'm not doing myself any favours with that. When I record a mountain bike video, I just like to crack on with the mountain bike video. I don't, even though I do a bit of vlogging during them, none of it is particularly kind of advertising myself. I'm just concentrating on making the best video I can, and that's all I want to concentrate on. So it's worth me every now and then, and this is like the first one in the 3.5 months that I've been going. This is the first one where it is just this is where you can find me. Please come and socialise, because that is the thing that I'm enjoying the most about the channel so far, and what the channel has led me on to with the Facebook groups is totally the socialising with you guys. It's been been fantastic. I really enjoy that, and I really hope that some of you guys consider the Sierra Nevada mountain range for mountain bike and get on my website and hit that contact button so as we can arrange to go for a ride. You know, there is guiding guys in the area, but you know, you really don't need to spend money on a guide when you know someone that's here, like, you know. So if you reach out to me and I get to know you a little bit, you know, I'll be comfortable enough to go riding with you. Might even be comfortable enough with you to put you up in a room, like, you know. But I'll obviously need to get to know you first. So that's the way to do it, is to get involved in all these various places that I spend time on the internet. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit of news at the end. We're moving into the apartment below where we are now. The people that were in the apartment below us have moved out, and it's a much bigger place. So we're moving down into there on Monday. It's now Saturday. We're moving in this Monday. And I've got my own little office in there now because it's so much bigger, and it's going to be my YouTube studio. I'm buying some lights and shit like that, so on days like today it's nice to film outside, but sometimes, well no, the weather's always good, but when it's too hot, I want to have my own little space, you know, with my toys and bikes in the background and stuff like that. So yeah, from next week I'll probably do a video to see me getting it all set up, and then you'll see some video shoots, vlog style, talking head style video shoots from in there. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. On your bikes.